Hello, Gelato Familia. It is George, the Disney Italiano, coming to you with another live, and we have a stack show for you. So, in order to do a stack show, we have a stack panel for tonight. We got like everybody in the house. So, before we get into tonight's festivities, if you will, because we got a lot to discuss, I'm going to go around and introduce everybody. Of course, the hollow to my gelato. We have Abby, of course. And I believe first time on the channel with the live, we got the one and only Jason Hill, the hero of D23 this year, because I mean, without him, like all this wouldn't be possible. Of course, we have Mr. Tommy Toon joining back once again. And down below, first time ever via audio, we have Mademoiselle joining. So yes. This is going to be a very interesting show. So why are we on here all together? What do we all have in common? We're all going to D23 this year.
Yep.
So like it is going to be awesome. I'm going to go around and again, properly introduce everybody. Jason, how are you doing today, my friend?
Doing great. Excited to talk about D23, and I'm getting stressed out a little bit with all the different things we got to get planning, you know?
Of course, yeah, because like as each day like just goes on, it's like they just keep on adding new stuff, and it's like it's that time, and especially like since I've been doing it since 2009, it's like the antics just keep getting amplified as each time goes on. But yeah, I could definitely feel your pain with that, but I think it'll definitely be worth it. And Tommy Toon, this is your first go around with D23. How you feeling, man?
Man, my first time, another first time, man. Hit Disney World earlier this year. Now we're doing D23. I'm excited to go with all of you. I'm glad we're doing this roundtable talk. Man, I'm kind of nervous too. I don't know. I have some questions. So maybe you guys can answer some stuff, you know, maybe it could clarify. So I'll get to it later on. But
absolutely,
yeah, man, 100%. But yeah, man, you can find me at TommyToon_, you know, on Instagram. That's at more day-to-day, TikTok as well. And then on YouTube, you can find me at TommyToon_world, getting those food reviews out. I have a new Resident Evil one. Go check it out.
Awesome. And Mademoiselle, first time.
I know.
Welcome on.
I'm a little nervous, but no, I'm usually in the chat. So, but
yes, you're on the opposite side of the fence now.
The opposite side now. I've crossed over. I'm part of all of this now. But anyway, thank you for having me, Hollow Gelato. I'm glad to be joining this panel with Jason and Tommy to talk about our upcoming D23 Expo. It is really a big week because I think we start off Tuesday at the packing district for I don't know, like a meetup, and then the game, and then the expo. So I'm really looking forward to talking about what's to come. But also I'm a bit anxious as well. So
yeah, Abby and I literally we're going to be in Anaheim from August 7th to the 21st.
Like that. That's lit, bro. You got to, bro.
My work does not know this yet.
You just outed her, George.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're live streaming.
Yes. Whoops.
Great.
Yep. But in any case, Mademoiselle, I'm so glad to have you on, and Jason as well for your first time on the actual live, and Tommy, again, always great to have you on. But I think, Mademoiselle, that the fact you said crossover, I think I'm going to have a new saying that you've been cocoed. That's you've been.
Oh, I like that.
That is pretty good.
Yes, you cocoed on over. But of course, we have a lot of people in the chat. We got John Make It Rain.
Hey.
We have Lacey Peacock, welcome in. Remy D. Rudio, welcome in. Isabel Ramirez. Mark, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see. We got, well, of course, without Mark, we have Lene. Yes. You have to have, it's like peanut butter and jelly with that. So everyone, welcome in. Okay, so let's get into the conversation, shall we? Because as I said, there's a lot to talk about in such very little time. I'm starting to sound like Gene Wilder from Willy Wonka. But what I guess my first question to all of you is, what is your overall expectations? Because we're all on various levels because, as I said, I've been to every single D23 since 2009. Mademoiselle, you said that you've been to 5. Jason,
This was my 5th one.
second. So this is going to be your 6th or your 5th?
My 5th one.
Your
so
5th.
I've been to four already.
Okay, so this will be your 5th. Jason, you said this is going to be your 2nd.
Yeah.
And then Abby and Tommy, you guys are the greenhorns. So,
Oh, Abby, what's up? I didn't even realize. That's what's up.
yes.
I'm sure you have questions too. I mean,
So Jason, I'll start with you. What is, for it being your 2nd go around, what is like your expectation and your kind of plan of attack, so to speak?
I guess there's some merch I want, which I think the hardest thing I remember from last year is you just cannot do everything. And so you have to kind of pick and choose. You're going to go away feeling disappointed by not being able to do certain things. So I think you have to kind of pick your 2 or 3 must do's. And if you don't get the rest of them, then don't get disappointed, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Remy D, I actually thought of the same thing, like right off the back. It did kind of like remind me of The Ring, but shout out to D23. That movie's
intense, man.
It is very intense, but
it holds up.
Chase.
And I don't even like horror. I didn't mean for it to look like that, but as Remy put in the chat, I was just like, oh yeah, that does look like it.
But Jason, yes, I completely agree with everything you said, because that is a very hard fact. Is anyone going to D23 is you have to have the expectation you can't do everything. There's probably multiple things you want to see and do, but they all kind of overlap, and it's like you kind of have to pick and choose of what you want.
Last year too, a lot of the things you're waiting in line for an hour and a half to 2 hours just to even get in to see it, and then you're having to ask yourself, okay, I only have 8 hours today. Do I really want to spend 3 of it just doing this? You know, and so it's always just hard to kind of pick and choose what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Tommy, you have a question?
Well, yeah, Jason. Now that you're saying that, now I got to ask you this. So, is it worth it going to all presentations or all shows, or like, should one of the days just be for the showroom floor and all that stuff?
I guess coming in as a content creator, there's a little bit different, like, because we want to see things and share them with our friends. Going to the presentations, there's not a lot to share social media wise. And so, I mean, thinking about last year, do you remember the Marvel thing, George, right?
Yes.
The TVA, walking through that was really neat. What Imagineering had, that was really special. Something that people didn't really cover is, and you would probably like this, Tommy, but they had all the old like cars from the movies. They have like 30 or 40 vehicles there, but like no one showed that on any social media.
Oh wow.
I know I had a couple of reels that did really well. It was there was a concert later at night. They had what was it? They had a kind of a punk rock Disney CD that was coming out or something. And they had that. I did really well with that one too. And so, I don't know, man, it's just really tough because we waited to go see a show for the Sherman Brothers. And I think because we did not get into with our tickets, we waited in line for like 2 hours just to get in. And then you watch the show for another 2 hours. And so the whole day just gets taken up with that. And I remember, George, last year, I never saw the Star Wars thing, but you got to see that.
I did, yes. And we actually, that was almost 2 hours that we waited just to experience, because it's basically the technology that they use for the filming of The Mandalorian and a lot of the Star Wars projects, current, that actually, and you get to walk into that dimensional space and you actually feel like you're in those scenes, which is really cool. But yeah, just that alone can take up a few hours. So I think for me, I still enjoy going to the presentations, but I think also too is that I feel like I like to call them sweet spots, that there's gaps of time in between the presentations where you can then go through the showroom floor, because there's even times where I have like in my mind that I'm going to go do this specific presentation. And while I'm there in the midst of everything, I'm like, you know what? I was going to do this, but I think like I'd rather check this out instead, because
Yeah.
especially since they're removing like the third party vendors, they're going to expand the showroom floor dramatically. Like the Imagineering Pavilion is going to be the biggest it's ever been. They're doubling the size of the Marvel experience. I'm for sure they're probably going to do the same for Star Wars.
So Doctor Doom stuff for sure, right? Or no?
Yeah, I'm for sure. Yeah, I'm for sure that they're going to like,
It's crazy.
you know, really expand that. And Rudio says, one vital piece of advice: bring snacks and hydrate. The convention center food is nasty. I completely agree with that. And expensive.
100%.
And the places in the Hilton and Marriott are just too crowded. Eat prior each day. And actually, I agree with that with Rudio. The convention food is overpriced and disgusting. I do enjoy the food trucks, though. They usually have them outside. Now, again, that's pricey, but the food I feel like is worth the price. You know, I usually like to eat, like, I know this sounds horrible. I usually eat like only one time a day when I'm at D23. And it's like, because you really don't have time to have 3 meals. You really don't. Not unless you actually want to forego as much convention time. But to me, it's like, if you're there and you're paying the money, you just have to kind of like endure it, you know?
Well, I also think, you know, all of you do content. I don't. In the last 4 times I've been there, you know, I was just going as a fan, not really having any intention to capture anything other than, you know, like memories for myself. So it all just depends. In the past 4 I've gone to, they did not include the Honda Center. So I'm a bit anxious about how this is going to go, because when I went, when there wasn't a Honda Center involved, you know, you would wake up 4 a.m. to 3 a.m. to line up to see if you can get into the panels. And then from there, you just kind of plan your day out. So it's pretty hectic. But now that there's the Honda Center and there's a specific, you know, venue for it and a time that I think you can just kind of stroll on in. But I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not trying to capture anything. So I don't really have any desire to go super early, except for Friday for shopping. But with what Rudio said regarding like advice, depending on how you're going, I've gone to the convention or to the expo driving from home because I'm a local one time. And so I would pack my expo backpack, you know, and make sure you know, I don't like the concession food there. It's pretty pricey and not that great. And so if you want to just like buy your favorite, you know, sandwich or, you know, pack your own lunch, because George is right. You're so excited and there's all this adrenaline and you're kind of swept into the frenzy of all the fandom that's happening that you don't really eat the 3 meals, but bring yourself a good like sack lunch. But then if you are staying on property or in the local neighborhood hotels, I don't know, I think you can kind of step away. But again, that's me not trying to capture any type of content. So it will be different for the 3 of you guys.
Yeah, I think it's like to one's own preference. I feel like even before I started doing content, because again, as I said, I went to every single one since 2009. And once I'm in that like atmosphere and I'm like feeling the vibe and everyone's enjoying themselves and you just like, you're amongst your people, you know, it's like the diehard Disney fans. It's like, for me, it's very hard to step away from that. What say you? Because again, this is going to be your first time. I know you're just a go with the flow. You're just like, just choose and I'll just follow.
Yep.
That's pretty much her MO for everything.
Where the Italiano win takes hers, right? Is that what we said?
Just give me some snacks. I'm good to go. But I don't know if I'm willing to wait another line like on Friday.
7 hours.
That was intense. That kind of line.
So okay, so if we were to get in line for like a general line for like a presentation,
It'd be like 6 hours.
No, it wouldn't be 6 hours. No, I'm not getting in line for 6 hours. But like, I mean, can you do like 2?
Yeah,
maybe 2.5.
Is that one that you already got guaranteed seating to, or is that just a generalized one?
No, so if we end up getting any of the guaranteed seating, they'll have a separate kind of line where they'll let you go through, but they still say get there at ample time. Like they'll give you like a time frame. They may say if a panel starts at like 1:45,
Right.
they may say get there 20 minutes prior. But knowing me, if they
20
say
minutes is good though.
What's that?
I don't like the 2 hour thing. I'm trying to see, like, for me going in this, right? I feel like you guys know what to do, so I want to follow what you guys are doing as a beginner, see what's going on. But then, like, I look at the list of all the presentations we got. What if they all get guaranteed? Are we gonna? You can't do them all, like Jason said.
I'll tell you this time. Last year, I did not get one like thing that I wanted, so I would just like go on there. But like, I probably got some random, like, I don't know, some Hulu show that I've never seen before because they just like gave it to me. So nothing I wanted, I got. So I'm going into this thinking that I'm not going to get guaranteed anything.
Okay, I better do that then.
So what we've done, like last year, I had got seats, or there was other people with us too, but they would go sit in line, and you just line up. And there's two lines. There's the guaranteed line, and then there's the standby line. And so if you get there 2 hours before the show start, whatever panel it starts, and then the rest of the group can come in and kind of join you. I mean, as long as you're not doing tons of people, but that's kind of the only way you can do it.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually
did you get any guarantees last year that you actually wanted to go to?
No, actually, no, I didn't get, because I just because
I mean, you do get, I mean, it happens though. Like when I went in I think it was 2017, I did get the studio panel. We were so surprised. But
yeah,
I mean,
no,
I don't think that's a common thing. That's like, the exception, not the rule. But it can happen, and I'm hoping with all of us kind of pooling together that we get at least one. Temper expectations, but let's hope for one, at least one. I don't know.
We need one.
I think it was 2022. I was able to get everything that I wanted to get.
Dude, nice. Damn, everything.
But I
was surprised last year how small some of the panels are. So I went to the Moana 2 panel, and so the voice of Moana was there, the director, everything. It was probably only 3 people deep. It was just a booth in the convention. That's all they allowed. So maybe 50 to 70 people were allowed in there. And then if you're in the aisles, they kick you out, and so it's just a lot of them aren't in those big spots.
Well, yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah, because a lot of the panels, depending on what stage you're going to, because there's the premiere stage, there's the Walt Disney Archive stage, there's Talent Central. There are some stages that are smaller in capacity. So you have to keep that in mind as well. So if there is something that you want to see that's in a smaller stage and you don't get guaranteed seating, there may be a lot of people that could be lining up, but the capacity could be much smaller.
Okay.
And that's also something you have to keep in mind. You could stand in line for 2 hours, but you may not be guaranteed a seat.
Right. So do you guys got backup plans for the day if we don't?
I always do. I have plan A, B, C, D, and E.
It's important so you don't get disappointed. I mean, I think like your first choice, just kind of have like some sort of structure that, these are the things I want to go to. I'm waiting for them to put up the map. The map's not up yet, so that you can kind of map out, okay, I want to see, the different exhibits, the places you want to like. I don't know what vendors they're going to have there. I know they're not having the third party, but they're going to definitely have, Disney approved vendors. But like getting just a game plan, right? I think, we'll all discuss that again, but what your interests are, and then go back again, and then prioritize again, come up with a third and a fourth and fifth, so that, if something doesn't come through, you can try something else. But I think, even if you don't get to do the things you pick, just the exhibit floor, there's so much stuff going on. Like you have intentions to try this one thing, and then you're walking down the show floor and something catches your attention and you're just pulled away there. The exhibits on the floor are beautiful. They're interactive. And so I think, Tommy, for you'll have a great time, especially your first time, because there's just so much stuff. I mean, if you go to cons, they just have like the floor is just packed with things. And if you're a Disney lover, it's just all the things we love on the floor. So I think you'll have a good time. But yes, game plan, something out, your first, second, and third choice. Because like what they're saying in the chat too, We might not get what we want to do, and like Jason said as well, but have some backups. But I think in general, even if you didn't get to do some of the things you do, the place is just so much fun. I don't know, it's just tons of fun.
Did you see the Marvel one last time, Tommy? Like, have you seen videos about it?
No, not really. I didn't
So
really
that
look
one's
at
almost like a fan fest, like walk through house type of thing.
It's gonna be
So
like Dr. Doom, probably, right? Or no?
Well, I mean, it was the TVA because
Oh,
Loki was
right,
really
right.
popular back then, and they're doing the TVA
Yeah.
this year too. So I don't know how that's gonna go into Doctor Doom, but you walk in groups of like 20, and they take you in. And it was I don't know, Mrs. Times It or whatever that thing's name is, and they
Yeah.
take you through. You see the different things. And Rocket like popped up on an AI type talking thing. And he talks. Like, you know how the Turtle Talk with Crush?
Yeah.
They had a Rocket talk with whatever that is
What?
at the very end of that
No
one.
way.
So there's a lot of booths that are almost kind of like, like Halloween Horror Nights type walkthrough things.
Oh,
I
that's
actually remember that. I remember Rocket, and they also actually did Mickey Mouse, where you
Really?
could actually stand in front where you can interact. Like you could ask a character a question, and they'll respond back to you.
No
They had
way.
Bluey last year, which is not for us, but Bluey was really big. One thing that I thought was funny, they had the Simpsons, the little bush that Homer goes into.
Yeah.
Yes.
The line to get a picture for that was like 2 hours because
No
their
way.
video going in the bush.
Oh, man.
But yeah, in
All
Hulu, you would
something
walk
to do.
through, and they had the kitchen from the bear.
Yeah.
They had murders in the building. They had like
wow.
multiple scenes where you'd walk through. They had the apartment. They had like where you could stand and a lot of just photo booth things. Did you go on the National Geographic thing, George?
No, I didn't do Nat Geo.
So that was almost like a circle of vision where you'd go in this. And so they only let like 30 or 40 at a time, and you go in there, and they had all the different. Besides just the panels, there's a lot of things to do.
Well, now they're adding that 4D theater with Disney Plus and Hulu.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see what that's about, because that's a first of its kind. And then also even though the technology has already been out there, I believe in Vegas and other places, but I think it's really cool that they're going to utilize it in a Star Wars format where they're going to have droids make your drinks.
Yeah.
And it's eventually going to end up I believe at the end of this year in Disneyland. So I'm assuming it's going to be in Galaxy's Edge, but they're going to premiere it at D23. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to go operation wise.
Do you think they're going to bring back, I think you mentioned it before, George, the Void, like how they shot The Mandalorian, and then like guests can actually step into it and do like a clip? Wasn't there something like that?
I would think so. Yeah, that was the last D23. I'm for sure they would bring it back. That was very popular, or maybe in some format, maybe not exact, but I would think, because each corner of the company is more so going to have their own pavilion. So you're going to have Lucasfilm, you're going to have Marvel, you're going to have Imagineering, you're going to have Hulu, you're going to have Nat Geo. Everyone's going to have like their own section. So it's more so just basically like what piques your interest, really.
And that's a good way to segue. What did you guys pick for your reservations? I know we were talking about it a little bit earlier, but like George, I know yours. Like Jason, did you pick the same thing as George and stuff? Or
I think so. I can go back and look at it and everything, but they're pretty similar.
Yeah. So more so like the first day, like my number one, I think, I mean, other than like the 125 years like of Walt Disney and stuff, but my number one was like the Beauty and the Beast, because I would love to experience that. But out of everything, if I could just get in that room during the Alan Menken concert, I'm a happy camper. I don't have to do any.
We're making it happen, George. It's going to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
when is that? What time is that at?
That's
What's that?
Sunday night.
Sunday
night in the premiere. I think it's the premiere theater.
And
I
you
think we all selected-
applied for it already, or you?
Yeah, that's my number one on day.
What is it called?
It's called A Whole New World with Alan Menken.
Okay, I'm about to look.
Something I found interesting this year that I don't remember from last year is a lot of the Disney animators are signing, and they're giving out free like pictures. Did you notice those, or George?
Yeah, because I've
Mark Hen, Eric Goldberg.
Yeah,
like,
there are like there's like a lot of them this year. Joe Rohde's doing his book signing. Bob Weiss is doing his book signing, as you mentioned, Mark Henn, Pete Docter is really that's a signing I would really like to do is Pete Docter. I mean, I got
for our age group, the Jonas Brothers probably aren't big, but they're doing their podcast on that Sunday.
That's
going to be popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, because I mean that's very unique. I mean, because they're going to literally do it live, so and for people to actually experience that. But yeah, they actually have a lot of people of Disney legends and Disney alumni that are like out on the floor, and that's what I absolutely love. Because I actually got to meet Mark Henn 2 years ago. I got a photo with him, and for all of you who don't know who Mark Henn is, he is what I like to call the current like champion of Disney princesses, because I feel like that he kind of took over Mark Davis, because Mark Davis was like the champion of drawing the female characters. That he was responsible for several of the princesses, Maleficent, Cruella de Vil, and I feel like Mark Henn literally did all the Renaissance princesses. So, I mean, it was really cool that I got to meet him in person. He's quite shy, actually, believe it or not. He's very like to himself, but and then Eric Goldberg, who's also an animator, who's animated the Genie and Aladdin. He's going to be honored as a Disney legend, and I think he's also going to be doing a signing this year as well. Now, when it comes to Tommy, I know that you unfortunately don't have this part of your D23 experience, but as far as like the showcases, the big ones at the Honda Center, for me, if anyone wants to know, I'm always one that I like to get there early, not late, not right on the dot. I like to, because the Honda Center can be a little bit with the security and everything. I like to make sure I'm in, have my seat and everything, but
especially I'm afraid with going with Brandon. He's like wanting to like fight what the bag policy is. He's like, I read it to him, and he's like, no, but I'm a content creator. I'm like, though, if they can, we'll let you bring all that stuff you want to bring.
What do you usually bring? Oh, go ahead, Jason.
It's very limited.
Good for someone like Tommy is because you don't have a ticket for the Honda Center. They have a lot of things that actually we're jealous that like we can't go to.
I am.
Hold on, maybe we should go to that, because if we get this blue sky stuff that Josh gives us, like I'm gonna be so mad because I want to be. Like,
because honestly, like a lot of the shows, like the 20 years of Enchanted, is during the showcase. Seth MacFarlane, Tommy, if you really want to do one, Seth MacFarlane with the Muppets.
I signed up for that for number 2. I went and changed it. Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Then I did the Disney Rewind concert.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. But Jason, I'm actually with you because I don't know about this one. Like I had like more confidence like 2 years ago. I don't know. Maybe not in 2028, because I feel 2028 is going to be like 2024. But I feel after 2028, if we do D23, I don't know. I might just get the convention in 2030.
See, here's the question. Josh is now CEO. Is he going to try to hit out of the park again? Because last time he did it to get the CEO job. But now that he's actually CEO, he might want to like really just, smack it out of the park and really, get a win to start out with.
And Remy D asks, is Neil Patrick Harris hosting the whole show or just certain segments? I mean, he is like the master of ceremony for the park showcase, but I think like he's more going to be like an introductor, like kind of like where he calls people out and then they'll talk about their segments. So he'll be like kind of guiding the show. But I was like looking at the description and it was like, I don't know, like it didn't really sound like, I mean, we kind of expected, we're going to get updated on the projects that's already announced. But I think a lot of people are thinking that this is going to be like 2024. And it's, I hate to say it, it's not going to be like 2024.
I don't think so, because Josh got the job already. So maybe he's going to like lay low. Why go like,
I don't think so.
Went out of the park, and then he has to go with that every 2 years. He's
because
aim low.
Because if anything happens, he's going to be like, talk to Thomas Maslam, not my problem. And then JMMG, welcome in. They could drop big surprises, but probably for international parks. I actually agree with you on that. I think the international parks, between the second park for Shanghai,
New Disney cruises.
the Disney cruises, I think, yeah, that's going to be like the big headliners as far as like new news. I think for the domestics, it's basically just updating with the projects.
You think we'll get a date for Tropical Americas?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would think, but I mean, they're moving quite. We may even get an opening date possibly with Monsters, Monstropolis.
Now, will that open before Fast and the Furious out here? Jeez, man. Dude, my 24th day is going to come and go. I mean, like...
Dude, I think, honestly, Shanghai's second park is going to open before Fast and Furious.
And I can see that, George. I can see that for sure. I don't know what's going on.
Let's see. Mark McHugh says, we are hitting up Disneyland Paris in September, so I wouldn't be mad if they announce a new parade for Paris or something.
That's sick.
And then...
They'll be there too in September, Mark, at the end of September.
Oh.
Ooh,
Dates line up, you know. Like.
there you go. And Mark McGee also says they better show us Avatar and DCA. If they don't show us anything of Avatar, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of give up.
I'm hoping they cancel Avatar and give us Zootopia. That's what I'm hoping
Yes.
If they do that, that's going to be the biggest headline.
Yeah, that's going to be goated all weekend if they do that.
Tommy, being your first time, have you been to any like big conventions before? I mean, you've been to other stuff, but
I've been to Comic Cons. I've been to like Walker Stalker cons. I used to be a big Walking Dead fan, so I know the convention thing. I know you got to wait in line for a long time. One of the big conventions, I waited in line 3.5 hours to meet John Bernthal. That's the Punisher, right?
Oh, yeah.
He was in The Walking Dead, so that's why I did it. But so I understand waiting in line. But then when you guys say like, I would just designate going there just for that. This. I have 3 days, so I'm okay with chalking up one day, just waiting in line and doing one show. If it's something you really want to do, or George or Mademoiselle and stuff, or Brandon. But like, to be honest, the way you guys are explaining the showroom floor, I mean, that might just be my vibe. Like, especially when you guys leave and then you guys start firing off news. Like if we have a group chat and you're like, this, that.
I think that's when you're really going to get, I feel like, the showroom floor, like when we leave for the Honda Center, I feel like the convention is going to be your playground. You're just going to be like jumping from like one thing to the next.
Dude, I know, but you guys
it'll probably be empty, and you'll have the whole place to yourself, Tommy.
I mean, I hope not. I mean, I hope someone's there, right?
Well,
shut down
there's
shop.
people there with you. But
Sunday, and even the end of Saturday, it's not as hectic. You know, it's just that FOMO of everyone trying to capture everything and put it up online, and but as it gets towards the end, like I'm not a big shopper, so I know towards the end they were letting people just kind of walk in and do anything. There's no lines at all.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I also think too, because a lot of the stuff that people like really want will usually go on Friday with the merch.
Okay, so what time are we waking up?
That is an early day, Tommy, on Friday.
What merch are you
it
going
doesn't
for?
matter. Man? It doesn't matter. I mean, you guys are going to be getting it lit. Like, I'm coming in Thursday late because I have to drive in, right? You guys are going to be at D23 day, turning up. You guys may be getting recorded on a live show. Like,
if you see that one person that's just like in the crowd, like surfing, that's me. Like if you see a person being like shuffled, it's me.
Hell yeah. They fall through the crowd. Everybody drops them. Oh no!
But D23 day?
No, I don't think I'm gonna make it for that because I'm like, I might do
so many celebrities that show up though.
Yeah, there's gonna be all the princesses.
Even besides that, so George, we saw Bob Iger last year.
Yes.
Josh was obviously there. I saw Dave Filoni and John Favreau.
Right.
So and it's like everyone's like, and they have a whole bus where it's all the Disney legends. So on the double-decker bus on Main Street, they fill it up, with the voice of Ariel, all the different people, and like it's a pretty cool day.
I know. I heard, man. I'll try to get another day off,
or at least make it there for the concert.
Oh man, that would be
that
lit.
one is good. That's like a full-on concert. I'm hoping Mandy Moore is there, and then we'll have what's her name again? The singing voice of Tiana. No.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just like the way they described it sound like they're gonna have, you know, the singing voices from theater to the movies. So this is gonna be like a pretty amazing concert. So if anything, Tommy, make it by then. I think we'll all have to just link together our passes so we can just secure spots. And then if you get what time is it at? 8 and 9:45?
8 and 9:45, 2 shows. But the way that they're describing it, I feel like it's going beyond just the voices of the princesses. This seems like it's all hands on deck. I feel like that the actresses who played the princesses in the live action films, the actresses that played in the Broadway shows of the princesses, I feel like because this is going to be Princess Week, they said this is going to be the biggest ensemble of princesses ever.
Really?
Because this is going on Disney Plus. This is going on The Wonderful World of Disney on ABC. This is going on all Disney platforms. So like we have to sign a filming waiver like once we know that we're guaranteed to get a wristband. So yeah,
It's
like
gonna be
that is
in the what's it called? The Hyperion? It's gonna be in
Hyperion.
that. So it's going to be in that. So how many
Oh,
people?
no. It's not going to be in the Hyperion. We have to go over to the Hyperion if we get
It's gonna be where World of Color is, right?
yeah. Because they're gonna add like the projections and the water and the lighting. Yeah, this is gonna be like a big deal. I think honestly, out of everything of D23 Day, that is like the most thing I'm anticipated for.
Well,
And
who
probably
knows
to
if you all
chase,
get it.
to chase Josh down Main Street again. To get
I mean, you got it though. You got it locked in. He even said happy 4th or something.
he shook my hand. Well, because like I was calling out to him and everyone was calling him, and I'm like Josh, and he's like he's not hearing me, so I'm like tapping his shoulder, Josh.
I know you're ballsy for that. I'm like, for a touchdown. I was like, I normally don't do like that. I'll just try to yell at you. You know what I mean? You're like,
Oh, dude, as I said, you know me.
You're like,
It's like, hey,
I have
like reaching over the people around him.
Yeah, like I have no shame. I really don't. Like next time, like I just put my arm around him. I'm like, hey, what's up, my guy?
I know, right? Oh, you'll definitely get dropped. I don't know. Who knows?
They're gonna carry you out of the park.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
now-
moving on. So if we skip past that, so what time will you guys get home that night? Like realistically, like 11.
Realistically, for D23 Day, probably I would think probably like once the princess, if we get 9:45, it would be after that, or if we get to 8 p.m. It would be
two.
There's two. There's going to be 2 showings,
And they're probably like 90 minutes or an hour, or
I would think. Yeah, I would
30?
think maybe like an hour or a little over an hour. I would think.
Okay, so you'll get home at like 11. Let's say 11, 12.
Roughly. I'm not getting no sleep that night anyway. I'm gonna be up. It's just like when I go to the airport. I don't sleep.
Yeah, hey, shout out conductor. That fool's gonna be trying to edit the video, trying to get it all done.
Tommy, seriously, that's like the hardest part. Is you go to the convention, all these announcements are happening, and then you want to be a part of like the online community. So you're trying to like put up your videos and, dude, I didn't go to bed till like 2 or 3 most mornings.
Oh my
And then
gosh!
you wake
You
up and
guys-
go at 6.
oh yeah.
No, on date it doesn't open until 9, doesn't it?
The convention doesn't open. Well, no, this year the convention opens up at 8. And it's going to stay open till 8. So they usually close it at 7, but this year they're keeping it open an extra hour. But the first day for the merch, that's the day you're probably going to have to get there early.
I'm
actually going to share. I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because this actually came today.
That Alani.
So I'm going to like
Mal.
scroll through.
Oh, I don't know.
So this just in: new shopping experiences and exclusive merchandise coming to D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. I'm not going to read all of this. This isn't story time with the Italiano, but I'm going to go. So these are the stores. So there's a lot actually this year. So there's the D23 marketplace,
And that's what we want to hit, Jason? Or what? What are you
No,
trying to
Mickey's
do?
of
Most of them have
Glendale.
virtual queues, so I don't know if you really have to run in there and like I don't. It just depends how they do it this year.
So
And
what
you can
time
get a
are we
virtual-
waking up?
I'm gonna get to the part where it does mention about the virtual queue because I think that's the most important part. So there's a D23 marketplace, the Disney store.
This looks sick right here. This is gonna be crazy, bro. I'm gonna be overwhelmed, bro. And you guys, I'm gonna be following you guys around because you guys are gonna know what to do. So
I kind of like that. I like that. What is that? Is that a bag? What is that?
Yes, I think that's
It
the
says
Harvey
Zorn on
seatbelt
it.
bag. It's the Harvey seatbelt bags.
Ah, I kind of like that. Then there's the Walt Disney Company store.
that's hard.
And
This
now
is what
this
we
is
want,
yeah,
Mickey's
this
of
is the one.
Glendale.
Mickey's of Glendale, I think, is like one of the best because it's Imagineering's own private store that no one can shop in unless they actually open it to D23 members or guests for special occasions.
Man. Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So there's now they actually dropped this one, I think, today or yesterday. It's the new Disney YNSD, which I think it's also part for like Imagineering. It does
What's
give
the
like
abbreviation for?
it does give like different and as I said, you can read the description of each store. But I'm going to get down to this. So there's the Disney Studio store. I think there's like 5 or 6 stores. Books and Brew, but so now Books and Brew is actually very important for anyone who is wanting to do the book signing because they will be selling the books for the author to sign. Because if I end up wanting to get go in line for the Joe Rohde signing, I would have to go here to purchase the book Floating Mountains for him to sign.
That's cool. They have it there, yeah, for you.
And then they have like different. I know Theme Park Conductor is going to want some of those. He loves like medallions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
there's a train.
The auction.
Hey, Conductor Gang. Wait, go back up. Let me see the medallions. Those are pretty cool.
Now
So this is from the auction.
No,
These things were in the store or in the park.
no, these ones in particular is the auction. Actually, while I was doing a video with Conductor, he actually jumped on. He started bidding already on some.
Oh my gosh!
These ones in particular. This is for the auction. So they're going to have items that are online, which that's what Conductor was doing. He already bid on a few things, and then there's actually going to be physical things like they're auctioning off like
Bugs Life 3D glasses. They were $50.
What?
Yeah,
They have the old Bugs Life 3D glasses they're selling for, and that metal up there is the metal you got if you actually pulled the sword from the stone.
Oh,
what?
that is cool.
that's cool.
And these 100 things, that 100, those were on the lampposts in Disney
Oh,
parks.
those are giant. Then.
That's
They're not
sick.
small. Okay.
Dude, Jason, you know your stuff, man.
Well, I'm not buying any of it though. There wasn't anything I saw that I liked.
Yeah.
Well, we have to
people
take into
know.
consideration. John Stamos is probably going to win all this stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that fool got the big D in his backyard. That fool's crazy. Hey, he's legit.
I
though.
did
He's
laugh.
like
I saw some pictures from like some of the hotels. I'm like, dude, you're selling us your trash that you don't want. It's like the Disney yard sale.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. For real.
So that's the auction, and then okay, here we go. How to shop. So this is the virtual queue. So this part I will read because this is very important. So select retail destinations will require virtual queue for entry. Sign up for a boarding group with virtual queue and explore the show floor while waiting to shop. Starting at 6 a.m. and at 1 p.m. each day of the event. Fans within a 90-mile radius of the Anaheim Convention Center can use the Disney D23 app and the Disneyland Resort app to enter a virtual queue. To provide all fans with an equal opportunity to shop, fans may join in a group of up to 2 people, one queue at a time. Subject to availability, standby queue options may open throughout the weekend after all boarding groups have been redeemed. Joining the virtual queue does not grant immediate access, and there may still be a waiting period at the location once the boarding group is called. Virtual queue is limited in capacity and may book out. Valid admission is required. Traditional queuing or standby queue is also available at locations not utilizing the virtual queue throughout the event. Retailers who will be participating in the virtual queue include D23 Marketplace, the D23 Marketplace Pin Store, the Walt Disney Company Store, the Walt Disney Company Pin Store, Mickey's of Glendale Pin Store, Disney YNSD, Disney Studio Store Hollywood, the Disney Experiences Auction, Rare and Remarkable Finds, and Ravensburger. Which
See,
that's
gonna be so
what's
sad
holding.
about that because she can't wait in line anymore.
Yeah, basically, and
That's
that last
the Lorcana cards.
Lorcana.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I have PTSD from Lorcana.
Dude, Tommy got me into these card things, man. It's all his fault.
Bro, that's crazy. Me and Jason, man, that was crazy. It was like Fan Fest opening night, and then we went to that card show, card store. Yeah, that was sick, dude. And then I'm like, yo, bro, look at this. Because I was on the Pokemon, I get on the Pokemon.
Yeah, he's showing me these cards that are worth like $2,000. I'm like, what is this, Tommy? What, so we're looking around. I'm like, I should get into this. I start looking into it, and before you know it,
Thanks.
I'm all in, man.
Go to, bro. Then you're getting caked in the face by Steve Aoki, bro. That's insane. I can't believe he did that.
And then Mr. Brian gifted 550 gems. Stay hydrated. Definitely. Thank you, Brian. Always glad to see you. And then we got Billy Rides. Welcome in. But yeah, it's going to be crazy. So see, that's the thing where I kind of go back and forth with like the shopping is you have to be almost guaranteed to get the virtual queue. You don't know when your virtual queue is going to get called. And even when you do that, you still probably might have to stand in a little bit of a standby line.
Right.
So my worry is, because I've seen it before, and I'm usually no good of luck with that, is if it could possibly take the first half of the first day. But again, if that is what you're interested in because of the merch, then I would say Friday morning is like your best bet.
Well, like, to be honest, it's like, within a 90-mile radius, that's pretty big. I mean, I could be laid up in the room, try to set it up. Right. Then it says, okay, you're queued up for 10:30. Okay. Right. We go wait in line. What time you guys want to wait in line?
Watch this. What if you get your virtual queue at the same time as the panel you wanted to see? You're screwed.
Well, then that's, see, I know there's a lot of factors that play into this. Because then I was even going to say, what if you're the first one to go in the store and it's like 6, 7, 8, 9 in the morning, whatever time it opens, and you're carrying the bag for 12 hours?
Well, see, and that's what the people do that get the really early virtual queues. They have the best bet because they'll actually leave the convention center.
Yeah.
They'll go drop it off at their hotel and then come back.
Good point. So do they show us the merch before, or do we just have to go in there blind?
I mean, they start like trickling in, like what like if you go on like the D23 website, you'll see some of the merch. I feel like as it gets closer, they'll give you a little bit more of a bigger catalog, if you will, like the exclusive D23 merch. But then there may be some things that they don't really showcase that you see once you're in the store.
Yeah, like in Mickey's of Glendale, they'll show us what this year's merch drop is, but there's still stuff from previous years, or they'll have just like there's a lot of stuff that you won't know is there. So it's definitely a big space where they have all of the Mickey's of Glendale's merch. I was thinking, I think our best strategy is just we all just attempt to get a queue, and then because it says 2 people, right? So like let's just say Jason gets it. I believe that's how it read, that you can bring another person. So there's 2 people, and then we can just get whatever anyone wants, we'll FaceTime while we're in there. Do you like this? I don't know. I mean,
no, this is legit. I was going to ask you something, Mademoiselle. Like, how did you play it out with merch last time? Did you buy a lot? Did you do it the first day, the third day?
We did it the first day, Friday. One year there was no queuing up, we just lined up, and then the second time we did get a queue number, but that was like in the middle of the day, and just our luck, it did not coincide with any of the panels or other things that we wanted to do. So as Jason said, we might have to have some hard decisions made, that if our shopping time coincides with a really good panel,
I think if you can get, because usually like the panels, like the presentations don't usually start till like around 10, 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So you have roughly between like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
To actually, if you can get that between that sweet spot time for the merch, that would be the best on Friday morning.
Did it read, George? I'm sorry. Like, I know it mentions everything's virtual queue, but regarding the standby, was that after everyone?
That's after once all the virtual
Everyone,
queues, once all the boarding groups are done, then
Then
they'll
you
start lining people up for the general line. But then again, you don't even know if there's going to be
what's
anything left.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, but I do have to say, just like Jason with this D23, 2 years ago, Lucas Kim was the hero, which we were not expecting, but we did go with him. And this guy, I swear, like he played it smart because he ended up making friends in the convention center. He was talking it up. He was chatting away. And when he found out that they had like a virtual queue for the shopping, he's like, I'll vend you my money right now. Can you go pick me up this? And like he had people that he just met at the convention center and they're like getting him all this stuff. And I'm like, dang, like that is like pretty darn dang smart. I mean, like to trust people, like to get, but I mean, these people were legit. I mean, because he wanted that the hot ticket. They usually have like one big hot ticket item. It was the Star Tours replica of the actual ride vehicle that interacts, that turns on and everything. You can buy it now in Tomorrowland and Galaxy's Edge, but like at the time it was D23 exclusive. Like everybody wanted that thing. Like it was like gone in the middle of the afternoon.
Wow.
And some of the things, Tommy, that's in specifically the Disney store, we'll get access to it first at the expo, but they do end up in the stores. So, you know,
really?
you don't get what you want, there is a second chance to, not everything, but like,
So just get D23 stuff then. Like,
yeah, and Mickey's of Glendale. Mickey's of Glendale is you can only get that if you're on the WDI campus.
Wow.
Or at the expo.
Yeah, that is a good point to make, because Tommy, now that you are an official D23 member, if you you can,
if cocoed over,
if you end up like if you can nab like a studio tour up in Burbank, you'll have access to the studio store there.
Okay.
So like
you guys. I'm ready for that too. Yeah.
What's that?
We'll go together. We'll all go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For Tommy though, like some of your best content has been merch lately. You know,
right.
You show some random camera or a popcorn bucket. So like, even if you're not even buying the stuff, just videoing it will get you kind of what you're looking.
Yeah,
man. The Ray-Ban reviews, bro. They want to see two hands now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just post stuff with the two hands, man.
Here's Tommy making his video of the popcorn bucket. And then after he shuts it off, he's like, "Here, little Timmy, you can have it back. I'm good."
Yeah, let me see that real fast. No, but like what you're saying though, they'll let you with certain things, but you're saying like conductor may not be able to bring certain things. I could probably bring the Ray-Bans in, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, they didn't say anything with the Ray-Bans. Now,
stadium stuff. It's just like that square, clear bag. You know, I mean, it can only be so big.
Oh, it has to be clear.
No,
I don't know for sure, but I mean, typical. I mean, it's the Anaheim Duck Stadium. You know, that's where they play, so it's the same rules.
No, I think Tommy's asking about the convention center. You don't have to have a clear bag for the convention center.
Oh, I don't know the rules for there.
Right? Not Honda.
Yeah,
Honda is,
the convention center is a little bit more lenient than the Honda Center. The Honda Center,
but
you're good. You're good with that.
I'm good with that. Right. Yeah.
But you can't.
It's conductor we're worried about.
He was fighting me on this bag. He measured it out, and he's like, "It's not that much bigger." And I'm like, "It says here a specific
5 by 9 by 2."
He's like, "You know my bag." I'm like, "I know your bag."
Did you know that when I went into the Honda Center 2 years ago, they actually brought out pliers to cut the chain off my wallet, because they're like, this is technically a weapon. And I'm like,
you had a chain wallet?
It says it now, George,
like a hook on so like it clipped. So they literally brought out pliers, and I'm like, I need my wallet on me. And I'm like, it's connected. And they said, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll take care of that for you." And I'm thinking, like, okay, I get like it. The security guard comes out with a pair of pliers, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like,
Well, you don't want to go anywhere and put it away, so
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I didn't want to. Like I had to have like my wallet on my person at all time because it was. I mean, it has all like my important things in it, so it's like I'm not putting that in a locker. You know. So John, Make It Rain. How did Jason Hill get the tickets? Oh, it's actually funny because Jason jumped on with me and Conductor while we were number 80,000 in line. Well, me, anyways. Conductor was a little bit down the path than I am, and then Jason was down the path from him, and I'm like, so we're sitting chatting it up, and we're waiting for our time, and we're like, Jason, man, this is all on you. And as I was getting closer,
30,000 maybe was my lottery number.
Yeah,
and I think like maybe like Conductor was like maybe 60, and you were like 80.
I was 80. Yeah,
so I didn't do anything special. It's just luck of the draw.
Yeah, it was literally, I knew I wasn't going to get nothing because with it being like 18,000 people in the Honda Center, I'm like 80,000 people. I'm number 80,000. There's like no way. No way.
For any of the followers out there though, I found a group on Facebook. It's called D23 Buy, Sell, Trade. And there's a lot of people selling tickets on there. So if you want to still get into the Honda Center, like for whatever reason they can't go, and so they're trying to transfer and sell them through that. And
that's actually, yeah, because I have seen a lot of people posting like they can't make it or plans change, and
someone gets sick or whatever, and
now Remy D actually this is a very good question. How much would you be willing to let go of your tickets?
Nothing. So I mean, as a Disney fan, like this is I don't know, I didn't go in the past just because we didn't have this community, and I never wanted to go alone and be like, but like last year I just went, I'm like, I'm just going by myself. If I'll meet people, I didn't even really know George or back then. But now that I've been, like, this is the place you want to be. It's just because the people that are there, it's just they're all like they all care about it the same.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. I like that. And that's why I get drawn to D23. I think it's like, as I said, it's the atmosphere, it's the hype, it's being among the people that like you share the common interest with. There's like every corner of the company that's there. You get to rub elbows at times if you're lucky with celebrities. Again, Lucas Kim, shout out to Lucas. He had to get a selfie with like every single celebrity that was there. I don't know how he did it. He got a selfie with Bob Iger, a selfie with DeMauro. He got to shake hands with Harrison Ford. Like he was like he was all over the place. Like it was crazy. But yeah, there are opportunities. I actually had an opportunity, which is very special for me with D23, the very first one ever. Back in 2009, I actually got to shake hands with the late great Robin Williams when he got honored as a Disney legend. And I wish at the time that I would have, because back then it selfies and Instagram, it was still like becoming like a new thing kind of thing. I wish I would have got a selfie with him, but just the fact that I got to shake his hand he had a tight grip too. I mean, he was a pretty strong guy.
Also, like, for you, Tommy, since you don't have Honda Center, but I don't know if you want to do this, because I know one year that we went, like all of the celebrities, they're going to be at the parks when they're done. They're just walking around at the restaurants. And so when there wasn't a Honda Center, it ended around 6 o'clock. And we had like dinner reservations one year at the Carthay. And so when they were bringing us to our table, the whole cast and crew of, was it Once
Upon a Time?
Yes, they were there. All of them were there, and we had to walk through them, and they were just having looked like an after party, but they had their panel, and they were just in the center room, and we were on the side. So just watching and staring at them. But the parks, they're going to be filled with all of the people at the expo because they'll dine there, just maybe enjoy the park. So I don't know if you have a park ticket on that day, since you're not going for a full day, that maybe hanging out the park, you might rub elbows with some.
I mean, if I was there in when you were there, Mademoiselle, I would have walked up to Jennifer Goodwin and been like, "What's up, girl?" Sorry, folks. Inside joke.
Inside joke. You're gonna have to teach that to Tommy and Jason.
Yeah.
Conductor absolutely refuses to do it, but then we got him to do a version of it. It's hilarious. But
But so, what if I wanted to book reservations to a restaurant after D23? What time would it be? Since I'm not going to the Honda Center.
Say don't do it.
Don't do it.
I say
Not-
go
no,
home and
not
make your
after.
content, man. Like, because you're
Go
gonna
home
be,
and do the
you're gonna have,
content.
so, I mean, you're gonna have like 9 hours of content. Like, seriously, I would, and you're gonna be so tired the next day because, especially, and I know we're just kind of talking to each other, but like, you want to be happy and excited. If you're just like dead tired, like, I don't know.
I
I
feel
would
like the
say
first
if you
day I
really
wouldn't.
wanted to do, if you wanted to do something, I would say do it on Saturday, only because that's where you have your most amount of time. I still say sleep in, get your content like in that you did previously on Friday. I agree with Jason on that.
Yeah.
Because
I
honestly,
agree.
you have the best out of all of us because you have the downtime a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm missing half a Saturday, but it's all right. Yeah.
But then you could get your Friday out. Get your Friday out, sleep in. If you can get a reservation, nothing, I would say don't go too big, don't go too hard with it. But I would say you have that little bit of gap. I would say if you do it before you go in at 4:00 on Saturday.
Oh, you need to go to Gordon Ramsay, Tommy.
Oh, I booked the reservation already.
You did already?
I can't say what day and time on this, but it's
That's
definitely that weekend or that week. I'm down there. Yeah, I did it right when it dropped. I did it,
Yeah.
trust me,
Nice.
yeah.
So Brian's asked, do you think Robert Downey Jr. will be there? I would really think so, especially since it's like right on the cusp of Doomsday, I would think.
It'll be important to see what happens at Comic-Con in San Diego this week,
Yeah,
and see
right.
what they announce there and how that's going to work out. And that'll kind of tell us if what we're going to get at D23.
Right. Yeah. We're talking about D23 and then HHN in a little bit. None of us are covering San Diego Comic-Con, which it's a big thing. So go out there and look some stuff up because they're already setting everything up and doing layovers. And I already saw Doomsday, Dr. Doom stuff. It's going to be an insane one for sure.
Now, while we're on that subject a little bit, gonna kind of delegate a little bit. What are your guys' overall thoughts on the very first trailer? Because I've watched several people with their review and they had some interesting hot takes on it, but yet it made sense. So I'm very curious of what your overall thoughts on the first trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of break it down. I like this is basically what they showed at CinemaCon. So we've read the description of what it was. No one could have their phones in there. So we knew what was going to happen, but seeing it visually, I think, I break it down in fights and stuff. The Shang-Chi scenes were going crazy. I mean, he's long overdue. Didn't even get a Shang-Chi 2 yet. I mean, come on. But if you're going with just overall everything, Dr. Doom looks fantastic. Fantastic Four. It's probably going to get, they're going to get killed, basically kicked somewhere. I think Ant-Man's going to die. And then, but just Captain America looks terrible. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why he looks like that. I don't know what's going on, man. We need Captain Hydra, man. We need the evil version.
Do you think like it reverted back like before he had like his Captain America strength? Because he looks very.
I don't know. I just think he's just chilling. He had a kid. That's what this is going to be. He had a kid because remember in the first trailer he has a baby. This is 9 or so years after, so the kid's probably like 10 or 12. Yeah, Remy D for sure. Let me tell you though, I did get like goosebumps when it started because it's RDJ's voice, but he's doing like a accent, right? For Dr. Doom. Like, we're finally getting Dr. Doom. You know what I mean? The weekend or the day after the week Odyssey drops. It's like, why do they wait so long? I know San Diego Comic-Con. I get it.
Well, and Rodeo says debuting this trailer hot off the heels from the Odyssey didn't do them any favors.
And I feel that. Because Odyssey is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
But Doomsday, if anything, I mean, Odyssey's movie of the year. I mean, everybody's saying Obsession. It'd be Odyssey, Obsession, maybe Dune 3, maybe Doomsday. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I have to leave it to Mark McHugh.
Oh no! You've seen the memes from the old one, yeah, for Endgame. I mean, Ant-Man. They did his 3 movies. The third one didn't sell too much. I mean, I think it's time to go. He's hugging his daughter, and then for Secret Wars, she could be in the Young Avengers, and then she could avenge his death or something, right? Who did what? Oh, okay, yeah, that is funny. I mean, this movie looks good. Oh, go ahead, Jason.
When I saw the trailer, my initial thoughts were, I was like, I just don't care. Like, I will be there opening day, but it's just like, I don't care about all these new characters. It's just because the problem with everything past Endgame is we never fell in love or cared about any of these new characters. You know, with all the D23 stuff, and it's got so convoluted. It's just like, I don't know what timeline they're in and who's doing what. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's funny that you say that, because some of the people that were reviewing it, it was like they were saying like this is nothing new. This is what they expected. But when you're coming off of a set of movies like Infinity War and Endgame, show us something that's going to blow our minds, where we just got like a little taste of just showing Doom just standing there, and then you see the Avengers just kind of like standing around like in their little semicircles talking. Like, a lot of people were saying, like, for it being the first trailer, like, show us like something, like, what is the main plot? Like, what is Doom? What is his goal? Like, what is he after? Like, what is it all about, kind of thing? That's what a lot of people were saying in the reviews.
What I took away from it was, I'm not familiar with the comic books, so I think a lot of it relies on that. But I agree with Jason. The first era, or whatever you call the first part of the MCU, Iron Man to Endgame, right? We had like invested in those characters, grown to love them. So when they all came, and then the movies didn't like, they weren't like part one, part two of anything. They were just, everything kind of had a through line, and they felt together. And so when they all come together, it makes sense. And with this one, I'm still excited because I can't wait to see X-Men, but yeah, I don't know why they're all together all at once. It just seems so sudden, and I wish there was a bit more time with these characters to get characters together for us to, as Jason said, fall in love with them. But I'm still so excited, because then it'll be a spectacle at the theater and so much fun to watch. So we'll just have to see.
And we also have to think too, this is going to be a lead up to Secret Wars.
Yeah,
Secret Wars, I feel like kind of like Doomsday is the bulletproof vest that's going to be taking the shots until we get to Secret Wars. That's going to lead up to this big, grandiose kind of thing. Yeah. I still think it's going to be really good. I mean, I mean, it already got, I think, pre-sale tickets got 16.5 million. Like, so I mean, that's pretty good.
I mean, there's always going to be some secrets. I mean, they don't let everybody know everything. I mean, there's going to be some secret characters, secret plot you don't really know about. And like George said, I mean, it's going to lead up to Secret Wars. And there's nothing in between. I mean, there's going to be like Daredevil and stuff in between, but I don't know how they're going to pull that off. I mean, you see them filming right now, and that's a TV show, but it's still part of the MCU. I don't know. I think this is going to be more like Infinity War. I mean, that's what everybody's saying, right? I mean, you can never pinpoint it. I do like what Mademoiselle said, though. Like, X-Men is here. We didn't really get much before that. They're just throwing them all in, though. So, and then is this a homework movie? Do you have to know a lot of Marvel lore to watch it? I assume so, because you're not going to know all the characters. But and then is this like really kid friendly? Because Doctor Doom's like very menacing. I mean, how scary is this going to be? Is it like very intense? Like, is he killing Ant-Man? Is what I mean. Like, I just don't know. Like, this is.
You really want to know? Yeah, that is like
Ant-Man gotta go.
After seeing Ant-Man Quantumania, I think everyone would like to just squish him like a bug.
Dude, he gotta go. Nothing against Paul Rudd, man.
Hey, what's up, Fox Club Fairy? Welcome in. Jason, kind of like connecting this back to D23. Do you feel that this year it's going to be more of the studio side than, not saying like we're not going to hear anything of the parks, but do you think like the studio is going to be like the spotlight this year?
Even last year or 2 years ago, like they had it's a whole day of studio panel, so there's a lot of stuff going on. I think We for sure probably see the live action Tangled actors maybe show up. I'm excited for the Disney Broadway stuff too, though, to see kind of what new things they have coming there. But yeah, I think it's Incredibles 3 probably. Does Brad Bird show up and talk about that one, because that's kind of when their next big one.
Mhm.
That's true.
I don't
we're
think
gonna
anyone
hear
really
probably
cares about
more on
Gato,
Frozen
for
3.
example. But
Which one? I'm sorry.
the next one Pixar's making is called Gato, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
little cat.
Yeah, with the cat.
Pixar, yeah.
I don't know if anyone's looking forward to that one very much, but I think Incredibles 3 will really bring some big news out. I mean, they're going to announce, we're probably going to get something about Frozen 3. Does Josh Gad show up again? Do they come out and sing a song from that movie? I mean, we get some really cool things happening.
And I feel like that the studio one, like, really, it felt like it was like 4 hours to me. I don't know if it really was 4 hours, but out of all the big showcases, that one seemed like it went like way into the night.
It's the celebrities. And the question is, so last year they kind of turned the whole thing into this big presentation / musical where, they're showing this person over there and that person's coming out and singing a song. I mean, I remember when Billy Crystal came out and sang his song from Monsters, I was just like, that's like life-changing, You're like,
That really was.
But in all those moments that probably the regular people didn't see, because there were so many things happening, that wasn't really the big news cycle, but Agatha came out and sang her song with all the witches from there. Like, we saw so many things that Dwayne The Rock Johnson came out and sang "You're Welcome" a little, and of course, Neil Patrick Harris is gonna have a whole musical number.
Oh, he's gonna start it out. Like, he's gonna be coming down like this big banister of steps, like a top hat, and
This is does John Stamos come out and do something again? Because last year he played the piano for us.
Yeah.
He did. Yes, I would love for him to come, because he's gonna be there. I mean, they're doing an auction. Like, just that alone is gonna like
get him over there.
Yeah. And Rudio says they're gonna follow up on that Rock Monster Truck Jam.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I actually did too. They only mentioned it one time, and we never heard anything about it again. It was like, oh man, I don't know, but I mean, I love The Rock. He's gonna be honored as a Disney legend, but I don't know. Some of these movies are a little bit out there.
Well, we know Lilo and Stitch 2, the live action. We've heard rumors of that one. We've heard Moana 3 rumors. So there's a lot of things that we even know about, and so they're gonna have to even surprise us with stuff we don't have any idea about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, does Johnny Depp show up when because I've heard rumors of another Pirates.
That is the big question. I think if they do that, that's going to steal the show, because Jerry Bruckheimer is getting his Disney Legend Award, and usually what I've noticed with D23 is when
the reason to bring him to the show.
Yes, exactly. That's the best way. I think you hit the nail right on the head with that. Is they always have like this cross promoting of like what is new. So all of a sudden that they're going to honor Jerry Bruckheimer, and there's like chatter that they're going to be working on a Pirate 6. If they bring Depp out in his Captain Jack Sparrow outfit, that people are going to end up losing it.
Yeah.
Me in particular, I will jump on my chair at like
with the Johnny Depp style. He'll be in the rafters, in the nosebleeds, and he'll like zip line down to the stage.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick.
That would be really cool. That I think would steal the show for me, because I think honestly it's time. I feel like we need another Pirates movie. I feel like it needs to be redone and justified from the last two. I felt like the high of Pirates ended with At World's End for me, anyways. I still enjoyed On Stranger Tides. Dead Men Tell No Tales. I don't know. It just wasn't there for me with that one. But yeah, I hope
Here's the question. Tommy, you bringing your cardigan for the Bob Iger Legends thing?
Yeah, we better, right?
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, we got to do the cardigan gang. Yep. We have to, for sure.
We love a good cardigan.
Well, so if we look at the Legends list, right?
I like
you have Lin-Manuel Miranda. Do you think he comes out and he's announcing a new animated movie or something where he's going to make the music for? Because that would be, he hasn't done anything in quite some time.
I think that's going to be Moana 3. I think they might do like a duo with The Rock and Lin-Manuel, and I think they'll announce Moana 3 with that one.
What's Anne Hathaway doing? Because she's getting inducted. Is it Princess Diaries? Is it 4? I don't know.
Princess Diaries 3.
3, okay.
Because I've heard that they were in talks with that for a long time, and that got put on hold after Gary Marshall passed. But yeah, I think that would be the Princess Diaries 3.
Yeah, because they just celebrated the
25th anniversary of the first movie, which we got to tour inside the mansion that they filmed. That was really cool. That was really cool. We got to tour inside the mansion. I was kind of disappointed though because they didn't have the statue with the finger in the mouth, and they thought it was string cheese at the end. You guys know even know what I'm talking about? No. Okay. Tommy's just looking like
It's all good though. I saw your vlog on it though. I think
yes. But yeah, it was a really cool experience. But yeah, I think with Anne Hathaway, and she's actually pregnant now, so she's gonna have that baby bump when she comes
Hey,
up.
she killed in Odyssey though. I mean, she was really good.
She was so good.
Yeah,
well, especially because she did like several projects with like The Devil Wears Prada 2, The Odyssey. She did another movie, and then she's doing At the End of Oak Street. So she said like after this year, she's going to like take a little break, a little hiatus.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Now, before we touch upon the next subject, did anyone else have any questions, comments, concerns, opinions?
Well, I definitely wanted to say something. I'm the main reason why I'm going to this is to kick it. I really just want to hang out with all of you guys. I want to meet more of the Disney community. I always meet tons of people wherever I go when it's Disney. I love going with the main core. I know a lot of other people are going, so we're going to try and meet up with everybody. It's going to be extremely hard, I assume. I assume I'm going to break off. I always break off and I disappear. So hopefully I'm kicking with you guys for the majority of the time because you guys are going to go to the other thing. I know we have a dinner planned for Sunday. Don't spoil it. And then, I'm just excited to hang out with you guys. I haven't kicked with you guys since Fan Fest night. So, I mean, it's time to party, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think one thing for people who are going to it, as much as maybe we don't like it, but the big Disney creators that get early access, they're all going to be let in the night before.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to post a lot of the stuff, which it's good for us too, because then you're able to kind of see what you want to do and kind of make decisions from there.
Exactly.
So, as much as we would love to be the first ones to kind of cover the stuff, but we're not on that level yet, but that's something I think you can look forward to.
It sounds good to me.
Yeah, that is very true. The one thing that kind of slightly irritated me, and I think it was back in 2019 when we were actually all like huddled into the Anaheim Convention Center when they started lining us up, the news started dropping, like because they already had the content creators in the showroom floor, and it said breaking news: there's going to be a Moana walkthrough at Epcot, and I'm like, whoa, like we're not even in there yet. Like, could we like pull the reins a little bit here, folks? Like, let us get in there.
Will that happen this year?
Oh, I think it's going to be even worse. So be prepared. They're probably going to already showcase things.
Some of the announcements happen at the Honda Center, though, so they don't get early. I don't think they get early access to it.
No, not like not like that, but like the showroom floor stuff. They'll get
cool.
like.
I'm cool with that because I think like what Jason said. Sometimes going in blind is like, okay, overload. What do I need to do? At least like you'd be like, okay, this is going on. I have to do that no matter what. Type stuff.
I mean, I respect your decision, Tommy. You're wrong, but I mean, I respect it.
I know. Yeah. Hey, my things came with no lanyard. Do they give you a lanyard there, or are we just freeballing?
No.
They do. So when you go through security, they do have like these big bins outside of the convention center. They do have lanyards, and then you could also pick up a little. It's kind of like a little tote bag that says like D23 on it, like the Ultimate Fan event. That you'll get a little bag. So that's kind of cool.
Mine doesn't have anything to hang on to.
Yes.
Yeah. I got nothing. I was like, I'm gonna have to put an Oogie Boogie one on or something.
You'll get one there, and then you can buy like they sell lanyards. So if you want, a cool looking one, you can pick one.
Oh, I'm juiced. Yeah, I'm excited for this.
But yeah, so I think that's I think like that's like the rough gist of, and always keep in mind too, like everything that we talked about, as much as you can try to prepare as much as you possibly can, there's always going to be something that's going to spring up, and you're like, okay, you have to be kind of like quick on your feet with making a decision, because it's like in the moment you're like, whoa, like I wasn't expecting that, but do I go away from my original schedule and do this? So like, and you have to think quick, because as people are moving, it's like you gotta move with the crowds.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's as big as San Diego Comic-Con, right? You would say
No.
No, I think San Diego Comic-Con gets a lot more crazier, but I think in time, D23 is like leading up to that, because I feel like since 2009, that was like the calm before the storm. Now it's like, because back in the day, you can get a ticket for this thing the day before the event.
Oh, okay.
Now it's like tighter than Fort Knox.
Right.
Like crazy. Let's see. Lene says, I'm excited to go to a D23 in the future and be so prepared thanks to you guys, from ticket buying to planning, how to game the event. And Lene, I guess the best thing that I could say is, this is how we do it. Come on, I had to do it. Come on. You guys are just like looking at me like I'm just well, you guys are all crazy stuff.
No, that's that 90s, so I'm already with it, man. Yeah.
I love George's singing. So
What's up, amusement parks? How you guys doing, man? What's up? And we got to do another pod, man. I'm down to hop on.
Absolutely. Tommy, did you have any other questions? Anything?
I mean, I'm sure I'll figure something out and be blowing you guys up in the group chat. Like, yo, what about this? What about that? But no,
and then you're going to be doing that, and I'm going to be like, really? We had a live show? You couldn't have
Yeah.
of it then?
I know. Jeez.
Jason, anything you want to add to that?
Good advice, just like it's like a park day, man. You're gonna be on your feet all day, so have whatever kind of good shoes, vitamin C and like zinc, whatever, because you're gonna get sick. You're surrounded by so many people. People in there, it's called the con crud, basically. So you want to prevent yourself from getting sick, you know.
All right.
There's times where I'm just like walking around and I'm spraying people with Febreze. Like it's just. But no, it's
someone in the chat said it's August. It's hot, man. Like it's August 15th, so it's a hot time of year.
It really is. Yeah, Amusement Park Pirates. Yeah, welcome in. So glad to see you. But yeah, I agree with Jason. I think after doing like every single D23, at some point, whether it's something like very extreme to mild or very little, like, yeah, you're bound to like catch something. Yeah, so definitely
just because of the long hours, I think.
Yeah, I think that too. Long hours.
Everyone's crowded everywhere.
Yeah. And I think it's just like, yeah, as Jason said, stay hydrated, take vitamin C, pace yourself, even though like it is a lot. It really is, like where you're jumping from one to the next, but you still want to have time where it's like you're not like over exhausting yourself, but it's going to come no matter what. I know like I'm like eating these words, but it's like you still have to try to find like a middle ground where it's like you're not like toasting yourself, where you're like, you could do that afterwards. Don't do it during, you know. Mademoiselle, how about you? Anything you want to add?
I think you all just touched on it, but one last thing. I think just allow yourself some time to just be in the moment and have a good time. I know there's a lot going on and we want to get here or there, but you know, it's a good time, and so just allow yourself to have that good time as well, along with all the other things. I know there's so many things we want to get to, or you know, you've got a lot of things to cover. Just don't forget to you're a fan, and I'm just enjoying the expo because it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if anyone is there at the convention at D23, if you see us, if you see me rolling on the floor, crying and screaming and potting, it's because I didn't get into Alan Menken. So yeah,
the crying man is him.
Yeah, that would be me. Very guilty. But I am going to share my screen. This is going to be kind of like off the subject of D23, but we have to just touch upon it because it was breaking news today. This is coming directly from Halloween Horror Nights. that hot off the press, a haunted house based off of the new film Evil Dead Burn is coming to the Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights. Try not to get possessed by soul-sucking deities hell-bent on bloodshed. All tickets and packages are now on sale. I love how they add the now on sale after they're like, the soul-sucking deities and hell-bent of bloodshed. Get your tickets today.
Sign me up.
But Tommy, I'm going to actually pass the torch, if you will, no pun intended, to you, because you're one of the HHN, coup de grace with this stuff. So,
man, we'll all be there this year. But man, this is crazy. They announced Evil Dead Burn. The movie just dropped. We kind of had an inkling that this was going to happen. I didn't know if they got the IP locked in for sure. But I love when Universal Studios does this. They do this thing where they have a movie and then they drop a house while the movie is still in the theater. I mean, they did it with Exorcist Believer. They did it with Evil Dead Rise. I mean, this was a thing, and now it's going to keep going. I'm very excited for this one because this one's going to be disgusting. I mean, in a good way. The only thing I'm nervous about are the smells. I don't want too many smells, but they're going to give you something nasty to gag on probably. Because
I mean, come on, dude, like burning flesh, like that's going to be.
Just Evil Dead though. I mean, this one's going to be scary. This is going to be one of those houses that is going to be up there at the top of scare level. I mean, you're talking about
this by far is going to be Mademoiselle's favorite house.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Mademoiselle, you got Stranger Things. I mean, the scare level for Stranger Things, that one's gonna be fun. I would say to me, the scare level is really low, but I know Vecna's pretty terrifying. This one is gonna be totally opposite than that. I don't even know.
Terrifier?
So probably not worse than Terrifier. But now we still don't know if we're getting Terrifier on the tram. So you don't shoot yourself in the foot. I mean, you may have to deal with him anyways. But yeah. This one is crazy because Evil Dead is one of those solid franchises. This is the 6th movie ever of this franchise. They're going to keep it rolling. They got the partnership locked in. I don't know if they'll do food for this, but they're going to do some iconic scenes from the movie, like, definitely the kill or the fall on the dishwasher. And hopefully we get scared. I mean, that's my favorite thing about horror nights. I laugh a lot when I get scared, but when I'm really scared, I'm just dead silent. I'll take some of those this time. I mean, last time we had 5 nights and a lot of those ones that you don't really get scared, you're kind of just enjoying. This year we got Hellraiser. Oh my God. I mean, I'm scared. I mean, what do you guys think? Jason, I know you're a horror guy too. George, Abby, what do you guys think? Mademoiselle?
They all sound so terrifying.
Yeah, I think this year, like, the package is like to the creepiest of the creep. I mean, as you mentioned, we're still probably going to get Terrifier on the Terror Tram. We got Evil Dead Burn. You had mentioned Hellraiser. I still think we're going to get Ozzy Osbourne or Black Sabbath. I'm hoping for that. I really do. I'm cheering on for that. But this is going to be, I think is going to be like one of the scariest, freakiest Halloween horror nights, I think, thus far.
In general, Jason, what do you think? Because I know,
Jason, I know this really isn't your cup of tea, but like, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's only been once. But this one's in Orlando, or is it coming to Hollywood too?
Both. So they'll be different in both locations. They always do the house a little different.
I mean, I'm excited to go. I mean, try it out. Why not?
Yeah.
We got to get you out here the same time we're all rolling out, man. I'll send you the dates, man, because you know how to party. The thing with this, though, this one, where are they putting this one? I'm trying to think, George.
I'm thinking it's going to go. I'm thinking it's going to go in the back where Terrifier and Poltergeist was.
Okay, so it's not by Sinners, no matter what. Yeah. And it's not by Stranger Things, no matter what. Do you think it's by Hellraiser, or so you think? Because in Jurassic, it might be.
I think Jurassic is where they may do the Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne.
Ooh. Okay, so now let's say we get Ozzy Osbourne hypothetically, because this is all speculation. That's going to be more like it's scary. There's going to be a lot of scary stuff, but then you're like sad because he passed away, and then it honors his, living on legend type thing. So it's like, this is more like one of those send-offs. But then, George, you've said before the WWE house with the YS6 was one of the scariest houses last year.
That was my favorite. Honestly, that was like the sleeper hit for me. I absolutely loved that house. And I think by putting Ozzy Osbourne or Black Sabbath or whatever is going to go over there, it ties in with the upstairs bar.
Yeah.
Because they also had, what was it? Was it Slash that was walking around on stilts?
Yeah.
Around the bar area. So I think that's going to fit in that realm. So that's why I think Evil Dead Burn is probably going to go where either probably by Hellraiser, I would think.
By Hellraiser. Yeah, okay, we'll switch it to that. Yeah, I think so. I just don't know, like I mentioned, I don't think they'll do food for them. I think Sinners is going to get food. I think Stranger Things will get food. I think the big IPs will get it. Maybe we'll get like one little dessert with this. And I'm cool with that.
Rudio says Jurassic is the Hollywood Harry Maze.
Okay, so shout out Rudio. So that one would be Hollywood Harry, or other people are saying it could be something else because it's like a funeral area. So it's basically an original IP or original. Would you say that IP? Yeah, I guess it's an original IP compared to all these other movie ones. So I just don't know what we're gonna get, but hopefully it's not too short of a house. I remember Evil Dead Rise, man, that house was extremely short. Had a lot to offer though, and it was where Sinners is going this year. So that's why it's going to be cool to see Evil Dead in a different location.
Yeah, I think like no matter like how we're going to cut it, like this is just going to be this year is going to be crazy. And I feel like, and I know this is going to sound kind of bizarre, it's almost like exactly what I was saying about with D23. I feel like with each year that goes by, they just up the ante, where it's like it just keeps on getting more and more crazy, but like it in a good way. Like it just draws us, because I always say that kind of stuff. It's like, I don't know about if I'm going to go this year. I don't know if I'm going to do this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That's it. ... Yeah, right.
Right. You're going to get the frequent fear. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mademoiselle.
Oh, I was like, have the houses all been named, or there's still more to come?
No, that's crazy. Only 4. So we have Stranger Things 5, which definitely floats your boat. We have Sinners. Yeah. Sinners is top tier. And then we got Hellraiser, and then now Evil Dead Burn. But real quick, Mademoiselle, so Stranger Things, you're super excited for this. Did you see it when it was here last time?
No, I missed. I had every intention to go, and I psyched myself out because I was going to go by myself.
Yeah,
I didn't go. So I'm going to this, and George and I think this is still the plan, right, George? That we're going to get, what is it called? The pass that we can go as many times as we want.
Yeah, right? So far that's still
just to go to the Stranger Things maze.
That's still like that's still on my plate, because the number of times that would be going this year, it's actually cheaper if I get the Ultimate Fear Pass.
Right.
So it's like I might as well should do, because literally the amount of times that we're going to be going, it would literally cover the amount of the pass anyway. So
realistically, now that you mentioned that, not to hold on to the subject too long, but we talked about HHN. So what are the odds you go to Fright Fest at Magic Mountain, Six Flags, and then what are the odds you go to Knott's Scary Farm?
I got my ticket for Knott's Scary Farm already.
Hey, so you go once or twice or 3 times, or
Knott's Scary Farm probably just the one time.
He's going opening day.
I'm going opening day.
You'll have to go back then when I come back in October.
Okay, then you just answered. Yeah. You just answered your own question.
I'm not going.
So I want to get Jason over there, bro.
I want to try those ones.
Oh my god, dude, you'll love Knott's Scary Farm, dude. It's
okay. I was only able to do 5 of the mazes, and I was like, guys, I'm sitting here in the little Mexican place. Oh yeah. I'll wait for you guys, because I'm the first 5 scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like that new maze. Oh my god. No.
So not Scary Farm, Abby, is far worse than HHN.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's
Really?
up there.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
Tommy, so I'll go twice since you're going to come back out for that. I'll go twice.
Okay, cool.
For
And then
Fright
Fright
Fest, I'm going to wait for you for Fright Fest.
Let's
I'm
do
just
it.
gonna wait for you. Yeah.
Paul's coming back.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God. I have to just tell the story, Tommy. I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing it, but
no, let's do it.
before we were there for Fright Fest, and I told Tommy that I just want to just cross it off my bucket list. I've always wanted to go on Goliath. I've always wanted to go on Goliath. We waited. Oh my gosh. We had to wait like 4 hours in line to ride this thing. Luckily, we were talking to some nice people in line. It helped a little bit. So we're like loading up, and Tommy's like, like when you get like the butterflies, like, but you're still excited. I'm like, oh yeah, we got this and everything. So we sit down, we buckle in, we lock in, and I swear, like, no hesitation, he just turns to me. He's like, so have you seen Final Destination 3?
And then it's like
going out of the station. But you know what? That was a blessing in disguise because I absolutely loved that at night. It was perfect.
too. Bro, waited in line during the day, and then at night, that drop on Goliath is insane. Jason or Mademoiselle, I don't know if you guys do coasters.
I bet on that one, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm a big chicken. I'm never getting on anything like that. No way.
I did that when I was younger. Hell
Yes.
no, I did it again.
Magic Mountain days were like back in high school.
Yeah.
I can't stomach that anymore.
Dude, Goliath's the ride that people like pass out on, isn't it?
Yeah.
When they come out of the tunnel,
Because it's like
they black out.
Well, yeah, because it looks like the tunnel looks like you're like literally going to smack right into it, like you're not going to fit. And it's like
I think the G-force has caused people to black out on that one.
yeah.
that's
That's scary. I think just me and George were screaming the whole time.
yeah. No, we had a great. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm already doing the opening day of Not Scary Farm. I believe I'm going to meet Chris West and Andre out there. They were pros at that one. Like they like literally toured me around because I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was doing. Like they were the guys.
They're goats, man. They know the drill, man. Especially Andre and Chris. They know all the stuff about knots. And then as I said, then I'll do that again. I'll do it the second time with you, and then I'm just gonna wait for Fright Fest with you. So that let's do it. Yeah. Jason, Mademoiselle, we got to lock in maybe on some of those. Six Flags was fun. I mean, there's only like 4 houses we really go through because we just do the IP related ones, and then the rest are just walking around or eating. It was fun. I mean, right?
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, I'm not
I'll
ever
just be
getting
having funnel cake at Magic Mountain because they have the best.
Oh, that's fine.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, you all ride the scary rides.
So
I know a couple of my friends because they watched your video, George, Abby, want to do the Queen Mary.
That one was trippy.
That
I'm
first
down
one that
for
you
that
all
too.
did was crazy, but yeah, I don't know.
that's
Tommy,
Are you guys down?
if you're, I wasn't going to do it this year, but if you're down for it, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'm
Yeah.
100% for
But
that.
that one, was scary. But the thing that I do like about Fright Fest is that I'm going to be able to go, and I just won't buy the Fright Fest ticket part because it's an add-on, and I can just stay in the park in the regular.
That is
true.
That is true.
And I don't have to go into any of the mazes and pay the extra upcharge for the mazes. So that's fine.
There you go. That's pretty legit.
That is very true. And then JMMG says if they want to be a bigger than Comic-Con, they need to make D23 every year.
Good point. It's valid.
I don't know.
World Cup every
That's
4
smart.
years though, like the anticipation,
Yeah.
So I've been at D20 Destination D, and that's
you
just
went-
it's not.
Yeah.
And so they actually do have one every year. There's one in Florida and there's one in California. They're not totally the same, but they do have an event every year. But there's just not enough information because of the way theme parks work and the way the movie industry works. They just don't have enough stuff to put out once a year.
No.
Yeah. I think that's the only challenge is just, if you're going to do it every year, it's like you have to have enough. And I just feel like the overlap, I think, because they kind of, you're right. They kind of do it with Destination D. And I think that's why it's so bleak.
Well, it turns into Apple iPhone. Hey, we've added a new color, on the next iPhone.
I mean, I watched it online because they live stream it, and I'm like, oh man, I actually feel bad for the people that actually paid all this money. And then I found out you went. Yeah, I found out you went, and you were like, oh my gosh, you were like, the hotel, the flight, the ticket itself, like that was not worth it at all.
You're probably like $2,000 by the time you're all in, you know? I mean,
I think it works for Comic-Con just because there's so much that is involved. Like it's so
multiple studios and I mean, just everything in nerddom all shows up in San Diego.
Yeah.
So it's easy to do that one every year.
We have to do that next year. That would be fun.
Oh, I'm down.
Get tickets too, but
Tickets are
I mean,
hard to get.
I've signed up for like 9 years straight.
I've gone a couple of times. It's the best, and the whole gas lamp area, Petco Park, everything is just San Diego Comic-Con. So I mean, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, there's no way D23 could ever provide that type of.
I wanted to try for Star Wars Celebration. That was like a nightmare and a half.
Sold out immediately.
Sold out.
Yeah.
You got to figure out how to get into that somehow. There has to be a way.
I'm down.
If there's anyone that'll figure it out, it'll be you.
I know.
Yeah,
Jason will figure it out.
Or Lucas.
Hey, dude, I got 6 tickets, man.
At least one day, because it's going to be in LA.
Yeah,
so that would be nice. At least one day to go.
Well, and A New Hope is celebrating 50 years, and I think Empire Strikes Back is celebrating 45.
Oh wow.
And then Mark McHugh says, well, gang, I've got to get ready for bed. Thanks for the live stream. Thank you, Mark. So glad you were able to join. And actually, I think this is pretty much, I think, is there anything you guys want to mention before we wrap it up?
I'm good.
I've got nothing.
So just follow along. We're going to be covering everything. Follow our individual, between Instagram and TikTok. We're all going to cover different things. And so.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Going off what Jason was saying, it's going to be a banger weekend. Yeah. Like literally hit the notification bells, hit the like, subscribe. You guys your phones are going to be going ding, like completely, like from all our content creations. So it's going to be
what we're going to be able to offer, because you have the Scott Gustins and the Drew, the Disney dudes. They give you like the stuff, but we're going to be like there in person. You're kind of see from our perspective as fans. Not that they're not fans too, because they totally are. But we won't be the first ones to report the news, because that's not the way it works. But you can see firsthand how we're experiencing, how we feel about it and everything.
Exactly. Or just stay off the internet completely until you get our notification.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you watched our Lorcana, you saw my face after that wait in that video.
I think that before we end it, I think that the main thing that like really took me with that was, I mean, not just the fact of that I'm not used to waiting like almost 8 hours, and I think it was the heat more than anything. I think if it wasn't that hot of a day, I think I would have been a little bit more. I think just the heat just kind of like drained me with.
Well, I'll tell you this before we take off but I read somewhere that some people, they actually went back in the afternoon. They still had some product. So they had to wait.
Wow.
That's what they said, because they had extras left over. But I don't know, man.
Wow.
Yikes, man.
Wow. I have to call tomorrow on that one.
Because man, those fans are crazy. Like she can say hi to you outside of the line.
I know, they kicked me out of the line.
Tommy, so the set was $100 for 6 cards. And it's selling for like $350, $375 right now. You know, so that's why people are willing to, they're like, hey, I'm going to wait 9 hours in line. And they flew down there from the Bay Area, wherever it is. I came from Phoenix. And that's just why people are willing to go those lengths, to do that kind of stuff. And it's only getting bigger. Lorcana's really going to take off.
I agree. I mean, the hype is real.
Yeah. And Jason, I know you said like the next one's probably going to be in the next 3 months.
October 16th.
Okay, see. No, but here's the thing with me, and this is my problem. I say no, but then as it gets closer, I'm like, well, I'm already going to be down there. So
George is going to be waiting in line.
It may not be as big, because they're not going to have this exclusive thing. It might just be the release of the new set, so it probably won't be as crazy.
Yeah.
So you say?
At least the weather will be nice.
I can't go to that one. I already have something planned, but.
Oh, see.
Right. So they might have to be up to me.
We're gonna get Tommy into Lorcana though, man. You have your Mad Hatter thing from your D23 thing, right?
Oh man, bro, I sold it at the last card show.
What did you sell it for? What'd you get out of it?
I got 45 for it.
That's good. That's a good price.
Yeah, not bad. The guy didn't even want to buy it, bro. It was funny. He was like, "I'll just do it."
Pokemon?
I'll just do it. No, he just said, "I'll just do it." It was funny.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. Up here in the Bay, no one really messes with Lorcana like to buy at least at these card shows. It's like
It's starting. It's getting there.
But when I get down there, though, it's extreme. So like, just you could see the fluctuation in the.
Oh, dude. Well, as I said, if you would have been here that day, it was like the Hunger Games.
Yeah, right. No, I saw it, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out, Just Ask Danny, man. He looked overwhelmed.
Well, he called out to us, and he was like, George. He's like, I'm done. He's like, I'm
Once
gone.
the booster boxes
It's a
sold
wrap.
out, he's
Dude,
like,
Paris was worse. So you see them jumping over the fences and
They were
everything,
jumping over
like,
the fence.
throwing
Oh my
punches.
gosh.
And
That
Hyper
was
cool.
crazy. Well, I'm very curious to see if if any of us get the Lorcana sets for D23.
Oh, yeah.
Very better, dude. I need at least one. That's I need
One of us, right?
yeah,
One of
right.
us. One of us will get
So
it for
Tommy, I'll
Jason.
tell you this story. But from D23 2022, there was a set. George might have one. I don't know, but no one knew what Lorcana was. It just came out. They were throwing them in the trash. So this Elsa card is worth $10,000, just the one card by itself, and it's given out for free. And George might have it.
I might have it.
Well, hurry up and
I have to get back over to Pennsylvania because I have to go through some boxes and bins because I think I still have it either in the box or the tin that it came in. I am hoping because there was a time, as Jason had mentioned, where I'm like, what am I going to do with this card? I don't even know what this is. I am hoping I kept it in the box.
Dude, for Jason's sake, man, we need it. Man. We need that card, bro.
George can sell that, man. If he grades it, gets a PSA 10, it's worth like 30,000.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god! No, dude, I swear, if that is the case, and I still have that card because it would be in pristine condition, I'd be like, the next time we go to the Colonel, we're getting all white meat and the biscuits. Like,
Got to at that point.
man, but yeah, hopefully, like one of us at least minimum gets the Lorcana set because
Yeah.
I'm actually very curious to see like what it's going to look like because
Weren't you supposed to buy it ahead of time though, or am I tripping? That $20?
Virtual queue you have to sign up for. It's a lottery system. So
When
it's
will we find out?
$200. You get a playmat, a promo card, and like the 6-box set, kind of like that Princess one.
But they already did it, right?
You can still sign up.
it's
I think.
closed, so it's closed off
already?
now.
Yeah. it's
But for everyone that's locked in, so we'll find out on the 27th.
So you did one, George.
I did one. Abby
We all did one, right?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah, conductor did one too, I think. But
yeah.
Well, hopefully
But then
you
there
guys-
was what you were talking about, Tommy. That was the Lorcana quest, which I didn't even know about. Like
I think it's gonna open back up though. Rumors are it's gonna open back up. So it's a virtual queue. It's gonna cost $17.50. And it's kind of neat. What you do is you go in there, they give you a booster pack, and then you trade with other people. They give you a little book. You have to collect 4 cards. And so you have to talk to other people in that area and trade with them. And then you show them your 4 cards. And they've done it in the parks, they do it on the cruise lines. It's a really cool way to introduce people into the game. And that's really what Disney's trying to do overall.
Yeah, that sounds legit. So that's different than what you guys just signed up for.
Yeah.
So is that still open?
That's a virtual queue morning of, so you'll just do virtual queue and hopefully get in.
So I can still hop in
Yeah,
on that one.
Yeah.
we'll
This
do
one
it,
was
man.
like
We'll
a
try at
pre-game.
least.
This was like a pre-game thing that if they choose you, you're automatically guaranteed because they'll charge your card.
Okay.
And then all it is
The
is you
$200 special D23 set that he's talking about.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
it.
Don't
is
sell your
gonna be-
cards, man. You should have kept your Mad Hatter. You'd be worth something.
Bro, I mean, that's just, I know it's crazy. I still got tons. I mean,
Yeah.
there's tons of Pokemon cards, bro. Yeah, I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to those 2 Maleficent cards.
You
that
should.
we got.
They're like
Yeah.
$50 right now. So
I can't believe you got that Mike Wazowski. That was like
Yeah,
that was
yeah, I
impressive.
pulled a $250 card. Tom.
Damn, what a good job, bro. In front of them?
I did it back in the hotel, but
Oh, that's sick, bro.
Yeah, and
They
then
delivered
like
us the 5 booster packs, and so we I had my little nephew with me. He got 5, I got 5, and that's what we pulled. So it's cool.
Way to
and then
go.
on the last live, I brought out the whole like the holographics
Yeah,
that we
George
brought
got
out of our
nothing.
5 packs. I was like showing them off to Jason because he was in the chat, and then I'm like waiting to see what he says. He was like, "Nope, there's nothing."
Hey, it happens, man. It's part of the game, man.
Yeah, that's it. It is. Yep, it's part of the
I
game.
was just happy to open them. I waited how many hours? I better open something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because we weren't even going to get the booster packs, and then Abby was like, for $30, 5 packs, which that's not bad. And I'm like, oh, I might as well do it too. So
That's legit.
You
right
see
there.
Logan Paul at the World Cup game open up a $25,000 Pokemon pack.
You ain't get nothing, right?
No, he got a what is I don't know like Abracadabra maybe. It's like a 25,000 PSA 10.
Damn.
I think he got his money back out of it, but like yeah, he opened this $35,000 like original Pokemon just booster pack.
While he's there. That's
Yeah.
insane, man.
go figure on that one.
That's right.
Go figure. But in any case, guys, thank you all so much for
Yes.
joining us today. And what a great discussion. This was awesome. Thank you to all of you and a lot of first timers coming on the channel. I'm glad we all got to do it together because this is the pre-chat. This is the pre-game that we are literally, what is it? Like 24?
It's like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're a little over 3 weeks. But it's even less for us because like
Right, yeah.
it's gonna be
You guys are about to be doing it. You should document the whole thing for sure, which you
Yeah.
will. So,
yes. Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't talk to work yet.
No,
So
someone's watching.
yeah. So we'll see how that
I'm
goes.
supposed to be sick.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
But Jason, I'm going to start with you again. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were able to join
Yes.
the conversation. But if you want to let everyone know where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram and TikTok mainly. Just right there, my name, Jason Hill.
Awesome. There you go. Mr. Tommy Toon, always a pleasure. So glad you were able to join. And absolutely. So if you want to let everyone know where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, man, great discussion. Thanks for you guys gave me a lot of pointers. I'll follow the lead a lot of the time. Well, I love being on here. Hollow Gelato. I'll be back on here ASAP.
Yep.
Jason Hill, man, we locked in on a live. What are the odds? That's fire, bro. That's locked in. Jason Hill kills it. He doesn't like to brag, but he posts a lot of good stuff on his channel and his page and everything. A lot of marathon stuff, man. A lot of just traveling.
I was working on a video today. I flew to Arkansas to buy the iconic Mickey, which was $10,000. Yeah,
No
PSA 10.
way.
So
What?
I'm gonna post that soon. So if you're looking into Lorcana stuff, like it's not what I only do, but it was a really fun.
This is what I mean, bro. You guys are
Yeah,
getting
like
insight.
how can you top that? Like
I know you
that's
can.
like
You can.
that's,
really
that's
can.
awesome.
And then Mademoiselle, thanks for joining in. I know your first time. This is
Yeah.
fun. We're gonna get it cracking at D23, man. It's gonna be a good time. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
And Mademoiselle, I have to say, and I'm not being biased, I'm not saying this, but you did phenomenal, honestly, with your first time on. I'm so glad you wanted to join. I'm glad for this, and you were a great part of the conversation. I don't know if you want to let everyone know where they can find you on social media, but I'll just throw it out there. You're willing to share it if you'd like to.
Thank you for having me on. I really enjoy chatting with all of you. I am really psyched about our week together. So we have a thread, a group chat thread in Instagram, and I'm just like wanting to talk about it. And so when George brought up, oh, we're going to be talking about it, I was like, maybe I want to join, but then I hesitated, but he's like, yeah, you can just join. So thank you for having me. You can find me in Hollow Gelato's live chat. That's where I'm at. Or sometimes Conductor has a live chat and I'm just chatting along with everyone else. But thank you for having me. I enjoyed talking with all of you. Jason, Tommy, can't wait to see you all. We're going to have a great time.
Absolutely. I think that is out of all the social media platforms. Yeah. If you want to find Mademoiselle, just jump on a Hollow Gelato live. That's where you'll find her the most. And Cody Anderson, George is moving into the hotel. I think honestly for the month of August. Yeah, pretty much, Cody. Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Yes. Okay. But in any case, and Abby, of course, the hollow to my gelato. Again, thank you so much for joining. Do you have any final thoughts on D23, HHN, everything that we discussed?
I'm excited for D23 since it's my first time. I'm pretty much go with the flow. I don't even know what the hell's going on. He runs it all, so I'm just like, oh, we got our tickets. I'm like, cool. He's like, I signed you up for this. I'm like, cool, whatever. I'm just happy to be like around everyone. I've always wanted to try to go, but I've done a lot of
see. Look, Mademoiselle's in the chat.
I've done a lot of like San Diego Comic-Cons, so I'm used to that kind of aspect. But I've always wanted to do this one because it's like everything Disney. HHN, not so much, but I always get dragged into that. But so
well. Now just keep in mind too, you opened up that Pandora's box.
Yeah. I introduced him to his first Halloween Horror Nights, and now I'm regretting it. Because we were trying to start dating, and then he already had Oogie Boogie tickets, and then I was able to get like free tickets that year, and I was like, have you ever done Halloween Horror Nights? No? Oh, you want to go? And then I'm like, after I offered it, I'm like, damn, that means I actually have to go. So yeah, but I'm just excited just to like hang out with all of you and see what's going on. I do want to see like the different like shows that they're gonna have at the Honda Center, even like the legends, just because I like some of the people that are being put or getting their legendary awards.
Susan Egan,
Yes,
aka
that
the nice lady.
So
yeah. But in any case, folks, thank you all so much for joining in the chat. It was a great discussion. We wouldn't be able to have these lives without you guys. And of course, I'm George, the Disney Italiano. And as I always say, in Disney Italiano fashion, stay safe, stay healthy, stay Disney. Italiano out.
Bye.